I remember I was probably 13 when I started playing guitar, and it was funny because the influence came from the damn Guitar Hero video game, but that actually led into me playing real guitar, and I never really fully learned it, but I was playing it enough to be able to learn my favorite songs, and I was playing with my friends and shit like that, and everything was solid. When I was a little bit older, and I actually went to go see a concert that sparked my influence for making music for real. I was 19 at this point, and I actually started to take it serious, and that was like probably one of the bigger turning points in life and shit like that. I remember growing up, I never really knew I'd have a big interest in music. I just kind of just did it, and I created a studio and started creating original content. And I was like, I know I got to do it. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. But hell, one of the most frustrating times in life was when I was like 18. I was just now getting ready to graduate high school. I already knew I was gonna join the army, but with the National Guard being the route that I was taking, I knew I was gonna need something else. But anyway, I knew I had to do something. Was looking at schools and shit, and the SAT, ACT was the big thing. My scores fucking sucked. I didn't even really focus on that kind of shit anyway, but it was real frustrating because I really thought I was gonna fucking be like nothing in life, like nothing at all. And I was like, if I don't do this like college thing, like I'm done, and that's it for me. And I was sold on that. Went ahead and started school, but I started at ACC, and then I was taking like fucking was it business administration, and then I talked to somebody else that was like, nah, why don't you try IT? And that was a while back. When I actually that was back when I tried to go to South University. After so much time, man, I was doing music now for about a year. I realized they had this great program, and I was like, why am I not taking these damn music classes? And that's when I met my mentors and started learning for real. All in all, though, I realized it's really important to like find your superpower. Everyone has a superpower somewhere. You just gotta reach in and pull it out. Whenever it comes to me actually sitting in the studio, especially if I'm by myself and all I have is time to like let ideas just run wild and everything, I'll create something crazy from just like out the damn air, just sitting there, and it's amazing. Like if you can get to a moment where you now starting to get in trouble because you're there for too damn long, and time no longer exists, and all the stuff you've been doing is all out there on the canvas, like you've been working, and like that's when the real creativity, like you know it's been going, because time no longer exists for you anymore. And you don't even know that time don't exist. You just working, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the beauty of doing this kind of stuff. The moment you're gonna make a decision, and that decision creates a little bit of like discomfort for you, or you kind of feeling anxiety a little bit, then you're making a decision that's probably gonna help you grow. But those moments where you know the time is clicking or ticking, the time's ticking, and you know you have a deadline to meet, you'll reach down, you'll pull out those superpowers. It's like an adrenaline rush almost, like. But I knew from the start, I knew I wanted to be authentic. When I started making music, I used a cell phone, and I would produce beats, go show my friends, and then I would write in a damn notebook, and then I would go try and find a place to record music, and it was kind of difficult to come up with locations time to time. So, shit, man, I went to Guitar Center and bought it myself. And then the shit sounded garbage, so I had to learn how to work the equipment. And I didn't buy any new equipment either. I stuck with what I had and just learned how to make it sound right. And then all the people that was working with me at the time, I was using them for like giving them free recordings and shit like that, just so I could work on mixing vocals and mixing other instruments if they brought in a full tracked out project or whatever. But that was like what really set the tempo for me though, is starting out with just pretty much using resources, just being resourceful from whatever you could find. Started making music, making beats on cell phone. I would take that off the cell phone. I was using Audacity to record the vocals, and then I'd pull them off of Audacity, or learned how to like clean them up using Audacity. It wasn't very good quality. It was piss poor, but took what I learned from Audacity and I would move over to Magix and then do a little bit more work on the vocals. And then from Magix, you know, that was how I was making the songs. And then I went and found out what Cubase was, and the whole world changed, like for the better. It was amazing. So just working, just doing things, and making sure that you're not dormant. Like, you want to keep progressing. That was the name of my first album, was Progression. But just keep progressing through, and shit, you'll pull through. But I'm gonna keep making these videos for y'all. I know some of them I'm just kind of talking about whatever, but shit, I look forward to y'all interacting back. And hell, drop comments, likes, subscribe to Trooper Lifestyle TV. I don't give just content like this when I'm out daytime, beautiful setting, talking to y'all. I mean, this may be one of the settings that I use more often, just to talk about whatever it is I want to talk about. But I know most of y'all watching now, I mean, you're the family or friends, or if you're stumbling upon the channel, then welcome. But one of the things I do love the most is going to be interacting with new artists, giving opportunities. I remember when I would throw my shows, I would get other artists and put them in a position to where they can make power moves with their following, and they can touch the stage, and we can all grow something together. And shit, that's really all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to work out here and keep creating music. Listen, I have a song coming out right now. It's called Kaleidoscope. If you listen to it, I know you're gonna jam it. If you listen to it, you gotta know the backstory of it. There is definitely a story in there. The lyrics and all that, I'll probably post it later. But not only that, but there's so much that goes into it, the story. But not only that, here's what I really want to touch on. The time that I recorded that song, it was an all-in-one sitting. My boy Chris, he produced it a while back, and I got the track right, and I wrote to that, everything, recorded it all in one sitting. No one else was with me in the studio, and everything that went into that mic for that song that got recorded and everything, that was the magic of everything that was happening. That was one of those sessions where straight up, like, Tom